But Genesis 2 to me is like this beautiful reminder of like how easy it was for Adam and Eve to be.
Yeah.
They weren't doing anything.
Right.
They were just being. Right? Like, and the way I describe it is these lights aren't working. They're being.
Mm-hmm.
They're being.
Yeah.
They were created to light up.
Right.
If they were flickering, they would be striving.
Right.
The flickering lets you know, oh, it's trying to be,
Yeah.
but it can't. So there's labor involved.
Yeah.
That's what happened after sin was now you have to work by the sweat of your brow.
Yeah.
Well, what were they doing before? They weren't working. They were being.
Yeah.
Right? And
productive.
And incredibly productive, right? But they didn't have to how are we going to get a harvest? All they had to do was manage what they were dropped into.
Yeah.
Right? And after sin, they actually blended in with what they were supposed to be on the outside of managing.
Yeah.
And that's what most of us do when we're not in this place with what the Lord is. We blend into or bury ourselves within the things we're supposed to be outwardly managing.
Yeah, have authority over.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have authority over this. My identity is not supposed to be in what I do.
Yeah.
I am being somebody that gets to do a thing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm not flickering. I'm not laboring. Right. I'm just being.
Right. This is my domain. This is my domain.
This is dominion for me. I am fruitful in multiplying this.
Yeah, tending, but I am not synonymous with this.
That's absolutely correct. I have a high school diploma. I knew higher education was never for me. But I realized at a really, really young age, when I talk, I get money. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
When I talk, money comes to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to become excellent at communicating.
Yeah.
And I would generate wealth like this.
Wow.
I'm not working right now. People are like, what is it like? You've left ministry and now you're a podcaster. And man, you look busy. I see you everywhere. I'm like, those are clips. You see me everywhere on social media. You don't see me everywhere in real life. I'm an introvert. You ain't gonna see me nowhere that I'm not supposed to be on my calendar that Eunice Silverberg has not set up for me, right? Like, I'm being right now.
Yeah.
You singing that song right now wasn't like, well, I mean, if y'all want me to, I mean, I haven't warmed up, but you went right into that thing. This is what you do.
Yeah.
This is who you are.
Yeah.
So Victory is being a singer. She's not doing it.
Yeah.
Which is why it didn't matter if you were in Central Park on the subway or on a platform with Quincy on the couch. You're just continuing to be who you are.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had to learn.
Yeah.
You know, because that was the thing.
That's right. That's what was
that
the
was
fight.
the big revelation for me. It's like, what if all along I've just been extremely valuable?
The whole time. The value, you didn't increase in value in front of Quincy.
Right.
You didn't increase in value standing in front of Jay-Z.
Blew my mind.
You were a diamond in the subway.
Exactly.
A 100-carat diamond.
Exactly. I was like, oh, that's what made, and then me believing that meant that I needed to stop doing all these actions that are working against this belief. Meaning, I'm going to fast because I got this big performance coming up and I want to make sure that I'm good enough. No, like,
you're already good. I'm already accepted.
Exactly.
I'm already loved.
Oh my gosh. I cried when I caught this revelation.
That's beautiful. It's liberating.
Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, the freedom in it.
There's not a higher place that I could be than where I already am.
Yep.
All this, like, I will, if I work hard enough, then I'll be good enough to be liked and accepted, and which is why I don't typically like these award show context.
Yeah, understand. Yeah,
because it's like I don't want anything to work against the belief of I'm already so valuable.
Right. Absolutely.
Which is why I love how you guys value people.
Oh, thank you.
You know, because I have to be prepared for where every environment will place my value.
Understood. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like
yes,
there's and because God will call me into all these different kinds of environments.
Yeah.
Sometimes the value is placed way low in how they perceive my value. And I'm still called to do the job.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not by them, by God.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have no right to feel any kind of way because they just didn't see me up here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, you know, it could be in any kind of context, especially Christian circles. Like, it's so value the way it's honored in church. It's like, sometimes it's like way more in the world.
So true.
You know what I mean? Like,
way true.
Yeah.
Way true.
So you just have to prepare your heart.
Yeah.
For how it's like once I was asked by the CEO of Starbucks to come do a private concert for his foundation. And the value that he placed on me was beyond anything I'd ever fathomed or thought I was worthy of.
Yeah.
But then after that, I was like then after that, I was like, I'm up here. Like, I don't need to accept anything that's less than
right.
X, Y, Z. And it's just like, no, it's like God has called me in all of these spaces.
Yep.
And I have to be able to independently hold my value.
Absolutely correct.
Regardless of how the places I go place value on me.
Yeah, absolutely
So
correct.
they might be like, oh, well, you're an emerging artist and not many people have heard of you. So we're not going to let you walk the red carpet, or we're not gonna, all the different like
exactly
things, or you're standing in the like this is where the second rate artists go,
right absolutely,
all the things. And it's like, I know I am the highest form of greatness that I could be,
absolutely,
you know,
right now
exactly,
right this minute.
And just because I'm not honored as such doesn't change that I am.
Absolutely correct.
That's what I had to learn in this journey, because it's like I'm looking back over to justify all those years singing in the subway, singing in the park, and it's like all the while I was this high valued.
That's right.
High, like very precious.
Yeah.
Very, and it's like I didn't just magically become that the moment Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You know what I mean? It's
that's
like
exactly right.
All the way, all around.
Yeah.
And so it means a lot. Like, I show up anyway. I do my job.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I say, I sing, whatever. God, I find the why. I look for the person. Like, it might not even be about a performance when I'm in a place. Sometimes it might be a connection with an intern or a person, you know. And that is what the big thing that God sent me on this particular day to this particular situation.
Yeah.
It's not about what I receive.
Right. Understood.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it means a lot when people do value me highly.
Absolutely correct.
And value sometimes, if it's like a college and they pull together, or a church, like I did this small church in California, and they pulled together $500.
It was meaningful.
It was a high value.
Yes, it was.
A high value. It meant
value is relative.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You can feel it.
High value.
Yeah, high value. Absolutely.
And then you go to some other places and they spent more on the place setters than they did on your flight to you to get there. And it's like, you could feel tight. And it's tempting to take on, and I've had this before where it's like, well, I'm never going to be like taken advantage of, and
right. I understand.
All of those things. But I've gotten to mature beyond that and be like, people will maybe perhaps feel as if they're taking advantage. But I have to be sensitive to what the invitation God has before me and do that. But anyways, I was trying to say that the way you guys like, and I know this is not specific to me, you value every one of your guests, flying them in first class, like seeing what their needs are, all of these things. That you don't need to do that. You guys have a huge platform. People would fly themselves here. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
You could totally like pocket that and put it towards something really nice for yourselves. It's really not necessary. But you choose to do it because of the value that you place on each individual.
Right.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a big deal. It's a form of worship.
It is. Oh my God.
It's like you think of like David, who's like, I will not sacrifice anything to God that cost me nothing. I'm not going to offer anything. It didn't cost me. And it's like, I've been in a lot of like very powerful places where I respect these mighty men and women of God. But the value that they place on certain things, because they can get it for free, they do. It's just the norm.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
Like you guys, you know, like generous because it's an opportunity to place heaven's value on an individual.
Yeah.
And not because, oh, well, and this is a thing in the entertainment industry. Oh, well, you know, Wyclef needs all the space in the green room and all the hors d'oeuvres and all the things. And that's the opener. So she can just change in the bathroom and
exactly.
Here's a granola bar. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like all the value is here because this person has earned this value and that person hasn't.
Right.
It's like, how precious is each one of these children?
Yeah.
And we have an opportunity to model a fraction of how precious God sees them.
Absolutely.
In this moment.
Absolutely.
And I can see all of that. It's so valuable and precious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That makes me so emotional. It really does. And I'm a emo, so that's my deal. But I'm not gonna even try to put these glasses back on. My philosophy, Victory, is that the most precious resource in the earth is human resource. We're the ones that put valuation on gold. We're the ones that put valuation on diamonds. We put valuation on silver. We put valuation on oil. We put valuation on clothing. We put valuation on companies. We put valuation on brands, which makes us the most prized commodity in the earth.
Right.
God thinks we are the most prized. He didn't send his son to die for turtles.
Yeah, right.
Turtles are cute. Even when they're mutants, right? Like, I love turtles. They're not us.
Right.
Who is man that thou art mindful of him?
Yeah.
Thou hast made him a little lower than the angels and crowned him with glory and honor. Like he values us in a way that perplexes angels.
Yeah.
And vexes demons. Right? Like we should not be bestowed with this.
Right.
And so for me, I just feel like it is it's impossible for me to know what he's done for me and not do everything within my power to ensure somebody else feels that.
Yeah.
So we just really you noticing that is just so it blesses me.